and you can't say 5. That kind of takes a little bit of thinking. You need to be a bit more specific. You know, are you 4, are you 6? Because if you're 4, you're a little under the weather. If you're a little over 5, you're doing okay. And you can do that with any kind of emotion. You know, you can do that with, you know, how's your stress levels, how's your happiness, how's your tiredness, how's your excitement, and you can really nail down how you're doing. Andrew, what's the crack? How are you, Valerie? What's the story? So I was just talking about being specific. How are you, Dan? I was just talking about being specific with your feelings, you know. As I was saying, sometimes we're not specific with our feelings. When you ask somebody how they're feeling, they'll say grand, but grand isn't telling you very much, you know. But I always say to you, how are you feeling between 1 and 10, and you can't say 5. That really separates the wood from the trees, doesn't it? You know, and you can do that with all feelings, whether it be happiness, sadness, excitement, anxiety, fear. You can say to yourself, how am I doing today? Am I between 1 and 10? You can't say 5. Am I a 4? Am I a 6? Am I a 7? Am I a 2? Right now, I'm possibly a 7/8. I woke up this morning, it's probably a 3 or 4. I was really tired and I was struggling as I trained a bit hard the last couple of days. But I knew exactly what that was. But that really helps me identify where I am in the day, and I check in with myself in the morning. I'm going to ask myself, where are you at today? I'll say maybe 1 to 10, and I'll leave out the 5, and I'll know then. And that can help me protect myself for the rest of the day, whether I want to engage in any craziness in the job, or not that my job is crazy, but you know what I mean. If people want to talk about drama, I'll know where I am, and I say, you know what, this is not for me today. I'll just pull back from it. So look, we'll get cracking. So what we're really going to focus on today really is, we're just going to bring awareness to our breath, and then we are going to kind of become aware of the thoughts, feelings, emotions that come up for you, and just name them, label them, and then just come back to our breath. And then what you can do then after our practice, tomorrow, the day after, or later on, you then can bring that into your practice, just identifying feelings and emotions. And that's it, just leave it there, just identification, and come back to whatever you're doing. If you're in the moment talking to somebody and an irritation come up, you can just identify that's irritation and just leave it there and carry on. And that's what we kind of focus on in meditation, or awareness of our breath. So look, let's get started. Find a comfortable position. You can sit down, lie down, it's up to you, wherever you feel comfortable for the next 10 minutes. So we're going to gently close our eyes. On your next in-breath, we're going to take a slow, deep breath in through our nose. And pause. And exhale through our mouth. We'll do 2 more of these. You can go with your own rhythm. Deep breath in through our nose. And pause. And exhale through our mouth. 1 more. In through our nose. Make a slow, deep breath. And pause. And exhale through our mouth. Now just let your breath fall wherever it falls. Don't force it or try to change it. Just let it be. I'd now like you to bring your awareness to where you first feel your breath. Is it your nose? Is it your lips? Is it a rise and fall of your chest or belly? Just bringing a gentle awareness to that area. Again, no thoughts, no description. If your mind drifts off and follows a thought, just name it and then come back to the breath. Adapt a playful attitude and treat it like you would a child or a puppy. You just say, come back to my breath, come back to my awareness. No judgment. Any thoughts or emotions come up for you, just gently name them. Irritation, tiredness, dreaming, and then just come back to your breath. Or just practice in awareness. On your next in-breath, we're going to place the number 1. So breath in, 1, breath out. Breath in, 2, breath out. And we go up to 10, and then we start the process again. At any time you get lost, thoughts, feelings, emotions, just label it and come back to the start. We start the practice again. No judgment, no criticism, just gentle awareness of our thoughts and emotions. And we'll adapt our playful attitude. Even if you want to bring a half a smile to your face, just to tell your mind, this is just a practice. On your next breath, we're going to change our number count. We're going to place the number now on the out breath. So breath in, breath out, 1. Breath in, breath out, 2. And the same again, anytime that you drift away and you get lost, just come back to your number count. Name the thought or the emotion or the feeling and just come back. Like we would a child or a puppy. No judgment, no criticism, just gentle awareness. Each time you drift off and come back, you're developing acceptance. Acceptance for what is, what emotion is, without describing it or adding story to it. And what we're trying to build up here is our acceptance of what is. On your next breath, we're going to drop the number count. We're going to bring a gentle awareness to the gap between each breath. So breath in, breath out, pause, bringing awareness to that gap and the silence, the space of emptiness. Nothing, that is the here and now. Space, the bridge between each breath, is the here and now. On your next breath in, I want you to visualize the word calm. Breath in, calm. Breath out, let go. So really visualize that calmness coming over you like a warm shower, or the heat from the sun really soaking over your head, your shoulders, your neck, radiating down into your back and your heart and your soul. And as you breathe out, visualize yourself just letting go. I accept, I let go. Calm, I let go. Really connect with that sense of calmness and the feeling of letting go. What we think is what we feel, and what we feel triggers what we think. We have a choice of acceptance and letting go. On your next breath, I'd like you to bring your awareness back to where you feel the breath force coming in. Is it your nose? Is it your lips? Is it the rise and fall of your chest or belly? Again, bringing our awareness back to that area. And anytime you want to meditate or practice being aware, that's where you go. Breath in, breath out, awareness. That is the gateway to the here and now. Breath in, breath out, awareness. No thoughts, no descriptions. Before we finish up, I'd like to leave you with some affirmations that you can say to yourself today, tomorrow, always. I'd like you to gently whisper these to yourself. I am not my thoughts or my feelings. I am not my past or future. I am conscious awareness. I am not my thoughts or emotions. I am not my past or future. I am conscious awareness. Let that resonate with you today, tonight, tomorrow. We are not our thoughts or feelings or our past or future. We are just conscious awareness watching it. We are awareness. I'd now like you to think of something that you're grateful for, or somebody that you can really connect to that sense of gratitude or feeling of appreciation. Really feel it in your belly so you can remember that later or tomorrow, or you can add it to your daily practicing gratitude. I'd like you to bring in awareness now to your toes or feet or fingers, bringing an aliveness to your body. Bringing yourself back into the present moment, whether in your sitting room or bedroom. Coming home to your body. Maybe bringing an aliveness to your hands and your arms. Maybe gently open your eyes. Bring yourself back into the room. It brings our practice to a close. Namaste. Thanks very much. How are we doing? That was absolutely brilliant. Sorry, I just lowered this down. Me and technology are not great mates. That was fantastic. We are doing exactly what we said we do over the last couple of weeks. We be consistent. I said I would. This group is absolutely fantastic for keeping me accountable to this group and also to my own practice. I've actually been even doing more of it in work. I'm doing more classes for patients, which I absolutely love. That's a really simple one. I was talking to patients today about that. You know, just becoming aware of your breath, becoming aware of your emotions. You know, if you're going through a spiral of negative thinking or ruminating or doubt, fear, whatever, you can actually step out of that veil of thought. You know, we can step back into what we're doing now, mindfulness of the breath, awareness of our thoughts and our emotions and feelings. We don't have to add to the story. We can just let it pass like we did in that meditation. And that's the... Thanks very much, Gail. I really appreciate your kind words from all the way from England. One of my pals, Steve Thompson's friend. Yeah, we can let the thoughts and emotions go by. It's easier said than done. Sitting here now when the stakes are low, when you're in the midst of an argument with somebody or something stressful comes along. But hopefully by building in this practice, by meditating more, by practicing these things, then it becomes a behaviour, as we spoke about yesterday, and that's the way I have reaped the rewards from it. You know, becoming aware of what's going on while I'm in meditation, and then when things come along in a non-risky environment, i.e. somebody in work that doesn't trigger you too much, family members, they can kind of send you to the moon sometimes, and all your best practice go out the window. What does Jack Cornfield say? If you want to see how enlightened you are, spend a week with your family, which everybody is going through at the moment with this going on in the isolation. But this also gives you a moment to step away from the family and recharge your batteries, reset yourself. And it's a place to go if you need a break. If you need to break from your thinking or your overthinking or ruminating, this is an excellent place to do it. Meditation or back in this group. So we leave it at that. Thanks very much. I really appreciate your kind words for the last meditation. Valerie, thank you very much. You're an absolute star. Thanks very much for all the kind words. Please give us your comments what you thought of that. If you have any recommendations, if you like the music or you don't like the music or anything, just be involved. If you want to throw some posts up on the page, I'd be absolutely delighted. I believe that we're creating an absolutely fantastic community, and that was my intention from the get-go. A bunch of like-minded sound people doing the same thing and being on the same page, no pun intended. So look, mind your little self, have a fantastic evening, and I really appreciate it. Keep up your practice and stay connected and stay awesome. Bye bye.